Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So just a quick update to let you all know how I'm traveling. So Noosa is, we're on the countdown. It's not far at all. It's at the end of this month, so getting very close. I'm super excited, and I'm definitely ready. So yeah. A couple of updates. So I've been posting a fair bit on my Facebook recently and my Instagram and Twitter and Tumblr accounts. I put up a post the other day and I thought I might share it with you guys, kind of just explain what I meant a little bit, I guess. And for those of you who don't follow me on my other social media accounts, I know it's been a while since I have put an update up. So I guess I kind of just wanted to, well, I guess tell you guys. So I haven't weighed myself now for, it's probably been about 3 or 4 months now. I completely stopped weighing myself. So my last weigh-in, I weighed in at about 76 kilos, which I was very happy with. My goal weight was 85 kilos. So when I passed that, my weigh-ins kind of just, they weren't important to me anymore. So for me now, it's, you know, it's not so much about what I'm weighing anymore. For me, this whole journey was more than the weights. From the beginning, it was more than just what I was weighing and, you know, what I was weighing in at and all that sort of thing. I had to get my life back on track. There were a lot of health issues, and really bad ones. So, you know, from the beginning, it wasn't always about what I was weighing. There was a huge aspect of this whole journey for me that had a lot to do with my health and my nutrition and all that sort of thing. So when I reached my goal weight, I kept weighing myself for a little bit after that, but for me, you know, obviously naturally it was slowing down, and naturally I think anybody who has been weighing themselves and getting amazing results for so long, you're gonna start feeling a bit down on yourself. And I knew for a fact that I was going to plateau eventually, and the fact that I am gaining, like I have gained a lot of muscle. I have got a lot of muscle, not just in my arms but in my legs. I've gained a lot of muscle, which, as we all know, muscle weighs more than fat. So, you know, it was a given that eventually my weight was going to plateau. And for me, I knew that seeing those results, as much as I don't care about what I'm weighing at this point because I'm past goal and I was happy with that, it still, you know, it still gets you down if you hop on that scale and you've only lost a really tiny amount of weight, when you're used to losing like up to 5 kilos a week at some points. Look, I'm getting muscle, and I'm very lucky because I don't have much loose skin, which is obviously, it's another huge question I get asked a lot of, but the reason that I don't is because I work incredibly hard, and the amount of exercise that I do, luckily for me, my skin has bounced back. I've started studying nutrition for myself, so I just wanted to kind of know a bit more about what I'm putting into my body. So obviously over this whole experience, I've gone from eating you know, crap food pretty much every day, every meal of the day, all the time, and lots of it, to now all very healthy meals. Yeah, very, very good meals, pretty much. So I do notice the difference. You know, I used to wake up every day feeling sick, but yet I still did it. You know, I knew it was bad, but I still did it. I just couldn't help it. And now I wake up and get up and go for a run because I feel great when I wake up. I feel awesome. And it's just such a great feeling. Like, there's nothing I can say to explain it, but it's that feeling of great that keeps me going on this whole healthy eating thing, you know, which is why, so it's been like November last year was, you know, or it could have even been October last year when I had my last lot of takeaway foods because I completely gave up after surgery. So, and I just feel great for it. You know, people tell me all the time that I'm glowing. One of my friends told me that I have very white eyes. I'm like, okay, thanks. So I got home and I researched that, and turns out that it could have something to do with my diet. So, you know, I get told I'm glowing all the time. Yeah, I feel great. And for me, that's what it's about. You know, it's about this feeling of awesomeness and just feeling amazing. And that's why I started studying nutrition. It is purely for myself. I wanted to know what the foods are doing to my body, and you know, a little bit more about the anatomy of what happens in there, and how everything processes. But not only that, I also I really wanted to start learning about fueling my body for events like Noosa, you know, and knowing how I can keep myself going. Obviously, I can't eat very much, so that is a huge point for me to try and get a grip of, because I'm still having problems in that area. So, you know, I will work it out eventually. You know, I found things that are working for me and things that aren't working for me, some things that I need to change. But it's a huge learning curve, and really, honestly, I think it's something that you have to do for yourself, because something that works for someone else may not always work for you. So, you know, if you're 100%, you want to do this, I fully recommend just jumping in and just trying. You know, don't listen to what I'm saying. You know, if I say, okay, well, eat this and it'll make you feel like this, maybe it makes me feel like that, but maybe it won't make you feel like that. So, you know, different things for different people, really. And what I'm saying may not be the same for you, but take in what I'm saying and go and try it for yourself and see, because you just never know. Yeah, so training is going great. I'm super happy with where I'm at the moment. I have got some very exciting news, but unfortunately I can't say anything at the moment. But as soon as I am able to tell you guys, of course, I will be jumping on and posting straight away. Yeah, so this weekend I was down in Sydney. It's amazing down there, Sydney. If you're in Sydney, it's beautiful. It's so great. I was also in Brisbane. I actually stayed in Brisbane, so I flew to Sydney for the day, and then back to Brisbane, and I stayed in Brisbane on Friday and Saturday nights. And I was lucky enough on Sunday, my flight was cancelled, and I had to hop on one of the later flights back home, which gave me the whole day in Brisbane. So I took that in my stride and I decided to go out for a run. And where I was staying was quite close to Queen Street Mall, which also happened to be quite close to, I think it's called South Bank, but I don't really know Brisbane very well. But I just ran down the street that I was staying on, and at the very end of it, there was like a, I don't know if it was a terminal, but there was a couple of nice restaurants there, and it was right on the edge of the river. And the Botanic Gardens, I think it was. And so I ran along in the Botanic Gardens. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. I was just taking everything in. I was only planning on doing a 5-kilometer run, which almost pretty much turned out to be a 10-kilometer run in the end because I just didn't want to stop. Yes, so Brisbane was beautiful, Sydney amazing. I actually got to drive over the bridge and I was like clapping the whole time. I'm like, this is so cool. For those of you who do it every day, I envy you. It's just so beautiful, and it's just cool to see because it's something you see on TV all the time. So it's like, you know, I saw this on TV, so this is pretty cool. Yes. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything that I really needed to chat about. I'm super pumped for Noosa, and it's coming up very quick. But it's going to be amazing. I cannot wait to get to Noosa, and I'll just jump right in. I'm just so excited. It's going to be beautiful. I am going to take in the scenery, that's for sure. I have heard so much about it. So my love of the ocean, I feel, may want me to stay there and not leave. But we'll see how we go. All right, guys, again, thank you all so much for your support. I couldn't do it without you guys. And yeah, send me a message. All right, thank you so much, guys. Mwah. Bye.